It's another Tuesday, exactly 8:30 p.m. on Home Alive. This is Osaji for TV, Truth and Freedom. My name is Epiana Dishe. Nana Abnahinewa. I'm here with Counselor Andy. Of course, your home will be revived. Anne and Nelso Eda Unyamia said a year church our rear near Shese Yefie, if you munina, ebesipi, na esitanutino, and Nuntina Yaji Akunya, Yadi our remoon sem, Ebro, ye Counselor Andy Freemoa, Enye, na and Neno, ye babeshe our divorce. So ye bisase. Our rear ye pre ho near worry. Now we shall say the name sequana. Why do we even divorce? Why is it necessary? A dear intina will be because worry with them apem me worry you. Or by we men who summon in its night. Bema we me for hope you. A dear and a designing money in our Yenim set it no. Naya mamma yan and anum tenase. A worry be bree. Emma, or mutimi pudding queen. A dear intina mammy mutimi a worry ya. A room pen swab or giant amma. Some of the mammy a fear quid about and papa to one. Or worry, Emma na worry ye fe. The name where I do a penny a journey as a queer man, Konya Jawari. Titeronet Sana. How is your home? Why are you planning to divorce? Let's go for a quick commercial break when we come back. We are still here with Counselor Andy. We'll be right back.
Jaria yaw na yaria esaya dinyina met na ho ema yaria emunkam fa wo so enunti na osagefo herbal and spiritual center enwo ho no mawo na osagefo edinobina ene hama na di ni dwumadi nyina wo gunsa ne chwakonko toto ho ede fra wachi se ye huna mani yaria ana sunsu mu yaria mpo a wudi a ohaw bia tutu anamo ne fa bra na osagefo so ye na osagefo di ni dwumadi ewo enkamanta mu amma samai insakina watnase edabenada ene yawada anopa nonso edikosi ewia no mienu na ne kwesi ada so no watnase fiti anopa nonso edikopim ewia no miensa usuna na homa no efako 0242 863 256 ana 0273 826 033 na Osagefo Herbal and Spiritual Center na uha onyina etu obecha
Kwani piano because mama you know say me say me banu akako.
So did you make the to say your engagement, wedding, naming ceremony, and as a birthday mpona wo ya. And sure baby ya. Make am for Osagefo live band at the amount. Osagefo live band e wanyom to for a kuku dam. One ni so kama pa. Say ye ada demo gospel and I empo high life and our pa. Odo for hwehwe Osagefo live band e chi akwan e wo amma someone and second na. Osagefo multimedia ase ye ho a. And afre one way e wo 0247 131940. Osagefo live band ye be hu nyom ama ujumedie aye kama Osagefo live band na ye wo ho ma o.
Kwani piano because mama you know say me say me banu akako.
Okay, me off my das mama kwaba bio e de aba Osagefo TV no credie. Any fa hu de yatina see de no worry no. Of course, it's going to be revived. We fear no be kama. Our na ejija no. Near esi wani so say wuja worry no. Ene counselor enwie no. Na wanya botaye bia hu say ayam passe. Our re eyede. Mama counselor akwaba. Counselor, you're mostly welcome.
Thank you.
You
very
look
much.
very good in black.
Thank you very much.
Oh my God.
I also admire the color you're
Thank
wearing
you,
from the head.
Oh,
Nice
I'm
combination.
blessed. Thank you.
Looking
so
good is good business.
in marriage and in relationship.
And exactly everything.
In marriage.
In marriage
and in relationship.
yes,
looking good.
It's a very vital plan.
And a counselor I can or say wahuni die no ye kama no so boa oba wari wie ya pe we se ukura wa ba community we dija fe unta de shemu nye kama. Once be man e kwa bonte. So looking good is a good thing.
Very good.
Did you understand what I said?
And I say, yes, in your relationship can't look good. Exactly.
Yes, now you are trying to understand our language.
You cannot be upon chance abenkwa without understanding the language.
Oh my God. You cannot be eating upon
Ponchi, fufu,
and
abenkwa without understanding the language. You matter.
Counselor, what is divorce? Let's go straight into the topic.
Divorce. Why will you want to divorce?
Why do you want to divorce?
Exactly. Why will you want to divorce? Because the fact remains that you passed through a process, you were happy, we ate your cake, and after eating your cake, you come back again to tell us you don't want again. So you wasted our time. So divorce is bad.
You wasted our time.
But there are two major factors that might come for that divorce. These two factors remains physical or spiritual.
Physical
or spiritual.
So if someone wants to divorce,
yes,
it's either spiritual or
physical. Yeah, physical or spiritual. Now, when I come to the physical aspect of things, I'm talking about character. I'm talking about the kind of friends around you, the kind of mental understanding you have around your environment. Then when I come over to the spiritual aspect, maybe there is a generational trace. Sometimes I tell most couples who come and meet me, they want to divorce.
Yeah.
Did your father separate? Did your mother separate? If you have such issues, definitely that generation will suffer it. So when you look at divorce, first of all, before you start blaming your partner, look at where you are coming from. Yeah, if the foundation is wrong, my dear, you will experience it. Even if you have the best man, you will see problem. If you have the best woman, you will see problem.
Wow.
Yes.
If it's from the generational cause.
Yes.
Definitely you're going to see.
You are going to see problem. Even if they give you the best man on this earth, you still see error in that man. If you see the best woman, you still see an error. Yeah.
So divorce is not necessary.
It's not necessary. That is why when divorce comes in, we look at the factor from the spiritual aspect first, because before anything happens in the physical, it takes place in the supernatural.
Okay.
So we deal with the supernatural aspect, the spiritual aspect per se, and before we now look into the physical aspect. Because if it's an error spiritually, no matter what we'll say, there'll still be a divorce. And if you even go for the next relationship, you still face divorce. There are a lot of ladies and guys who have been into three, four with very great marriages. Yes. And after 2-3 years, they said, I don't know what happened. So
it just happened.
It just happened. If you don't, before you go into such, deal with your spiritual aspect. When that side is cleared and you don't see any trace, then you now start looking at the physical aspect, which is your character. Maybe you have certain temperament, especially with the temperament of the choleric. If you have a temperament that is choleric, very harsh, and maybe you go and meet a man that is very cool, you will always oppress the man. If you go and meet a lady that is very cool, and you're a guy who likes a sharp girl, who likes a girl that is always hot, you have a problem. So before we look at the physical, we deal with the spiritual. So when spiritual is dealt with, we'll come over to the physical.
Right. So will you go through the spiritual phase, or because I want us to tackle the spiritual?
Yes, that's okay. Now let's talk. Okay, I want us to deal with the spiritual aspect. Okay, now what is spiritual? First of all, spiritual has to do with an agreement with deity. Now let me give you an example. Sometimes in the olden days, when two villages are quarreling, some villages they have money. Another village too, they have fertility. And because the other one, they don't have strength, sometimes they go and borrow the powers from that place to fight so they can win their neighboring country or neighbor village. Now, when they win, automatically there's an exchange within the two villages. Maybe take our fertility, take the marriage, give us your strength. Now, when this agreement is there, what happens? Now, along the line, you will begin to get strength to fight any other battle. But what about the people? They will begin to suffer maybe infertility. That fertility that was in them, they've done an exchange. So it could affect a lady. Sometimes you see some ladies, they don't have children in their early age because of what happened during their ancestral arrangement. Now sometimes too, there could be an agreement with the water. There could be an agreement with an altar. There could be an agreement with a deity. Sometimes what is this agreement? I'm looking for a baby. I'm looking for help, or sometimes the child wants to die. Sometimes some children, they've marked them. So you don't go back again. So certain agreement will be made. Sometimes the altar, they will not explain it to you. That this is an agreement. They have to, okay, we've done it. But sometimes there's an agreement. You are married to that deity. And when you are married spiritually, you cannot be married physically. That's the truth. Yes. When you are married spiritually, because the spirit there will never permit any other man. He's also a jealous. Yes, he's also a jealous person.
They are very, very.
They are more jealous than the physical.
Wow. The spiritual.
They are more jealous than the physical. That is why sometimes when you date a lady or a guy that is having a spiritual husband, if you are not careful, they punish you.
Your jobs will
they make you go stranded. They spoil everything. Yeah. So when they frustrate you, you leave the relationship out of.
Then they take over again.
And they take over again.
Wow.
Yes. Wow. Now, when it comes to the physical aspect, the physical aspect has to do with the kind of friends. You cannot be married. There are certain friends.
Be having friends.
Yes.
No fun now.
Yes.
And also cause problem.
Serious problem. Serious problem. You have to, when you get married, for example, you should understand that your single life is different from your married life. Yes. Right. Now, when you get married, there's a certain control because now your husband is your father.
Yes.
Is your brother. Is your uncle. Is your brother. He stands around you.
Your everything.
He just stands around you. Everywhere you tend to, he's standing there. Yeah. Vice versa too. Your wife is like a mother. He's a wife. The sister, she's also standing within. She doesn't stand around, she stands within. Understand around and within. Now, when you understand these factors physically, that now I'm a married person, you know the rules. If you follow the rules, protocols will not go against you.
Okay.
Yes. If you know the rules, protocols will not go against you. Now, I use this as an adage. No matter how will I call it, how quiet a dog is, if you press the tail of the dog, it will bite you or back you. Yes. So we need to also check the spiritual and the physical. Don't just jump out from the marriage because there's an error. For every error, there's a trace.
For every
error, there is a trace.
Somewhere.
Yes.
Something is leading it.
Yes. So if you settle that trace, it's possible that divorce can be cancelled.
At what rate, at what point must we think of divorce?
Life risk. Okay. When your life is at risk,
you need to run.
You need to run.
Don't die.
Don't die. Especially with the ladies.
And at that point, if your marriage is not, your life is not at risk,
and
it's little issues there, then you need to settle.
Yes. If your life is not at risk, normal argument, you bring in good counselor, bring in someone you know that has an experience.
Okay.
Yes. Now, when we talk about risk, even some men, their life is also at risk. Yes. So don't think it's only the women who their life. Men don't complain.
Yeah.
Women mainly complain.
Yes.
Some men, they drive when they close, they don't want to go home. They are just waiting till night. When they get home, they go and sleep.
Yes.
Yes. Some men are even having high blood pressure because of their relationship.
Because of their wives.
Yes, because of their wife. It's vice versa. So when I say life, so when it comes to that level of risk in your life, then, my dear, find a way out. But before you find a way out, make sure you trace it to the source.
As a counselor, rating of divorce from 0 to 100%, often, weekly, monthly, how will you rate?
It is growing day by day.
I want to divorce.
Yeah, I want to. In fact, there is a very fast track. These days, the divorce has become something that is very common.
But in the olden days, our parents were not thinking of divorcing. Because they tell me, so my meet now our reas here, papa meet now our reas here. Now on your address say Ujaya ware. So why now? I then as you to know, yeah, asem kakrebisi and tell me yes, Yajaware, yeah, koifi. Why is it
computer age?
Computer age.
Knowledge. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Where there is too many knowledge, there's a problem. Where there is too many knowledge, you go to the internet, you go to the social media, you search everything. Too many knowledge begin to affect. The problem we are having now, not even in marriage, even in business, too many knowledge. Yes.
Okay.
Too many, and when we have too many knowledge, then the marriage begin to have errors. Yes. Those days, our forefathers, they know the few rules, the mothers know the few rules. But these days, a lady will tell you as what? I can take care of myself. My mother was able to take care of her
without
children.
a man, I can move.
The man will tell you the same thing. So, knowledge is actually a major problem. And the scripture will not be broken because the Bible told us in Isaiah, it said a time is coming where the women will be begging 7 women to 1 man.
And I'm not social media, and I can't like social media.
So even the Bible has
is that what you're saying?
Yes. Many, you'll be begging for one man.
Marry me.
Marry me. It's in the Bible.
It's in the Bible.
The book of Isaiah.
Exactly.
He said you'll be begging. Many women will be begging for one man.
Yeah.
So if you are now, this is a strategy. There's a strategic plan. I'm not trying to bring it from the Christian aspect.
Exactly.
From the strategic plan, is a plan so that when the women, the separation finishes, they will begin to run back again. But this time, when they are running back, it's going to be, please, let me just bear your name.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
After he has finished scattering the home.
Yeah.
Then later, you see them coming back.
Let me just
bear your name.
Because of the children.
Because of the children.
Wow.
It's biblical.
Wow. Home alive. Indeed, your home will be revived. Counselor is saying, say a man we pray huni jawa really real. The Bible can say man soon bepa be macho. Say for wudi tree so. It's just what you are really real. You can't set in a say I was so one pen. Or call out in calamity. What if I would dino? Fab to me so. What if I bought in it to me so? I want to bear your name. Is it even necessary after that?
It's necessary because a time will come because of this same technology, or will I say knowledge.
Yeah.
A child will come one day, where's my father?
And they will keep on asking.
Ask, where is my father? When the pressure becomes too much, you look for the father for.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. Or where is my mother? Or otherwise you bring a woman to the house, the child will not be comfortable. You will not have a choice.
Why is the youth nowadays in our age always asking for divorce? What is the what do they need? What is lacking in our marriages?
I call it greed.
Greed.
Yes. Okay. Yes, greed. When a man, human wants are insatiable. But when you begin to demand more than expected, automatically greed will come in. Because sometimes we think outside is sweeter. Most women or most men think outside is sweeter. It's never sweeter.
Yeah.
For those listening to me, it's never sweeter. What you are having, you might not know. There's this adage that said, a man does not know the importance of his buttocks except there's a sword here. A man does not know the importance. You've never taken me out to watch your buttocks.
No.
But anytime there is a boy, that day you know that place is very important.
Yeah.
So what am I trying to say? You might not know what you have until you lose it. Sometimes the guy telling you, leave your home. The lady telling you, leave your wife.
Yeah.
She will not stay with you. He will not stay with you. They are catching pleasure. And anything that comes with pleasure dies. It fades.
It fades.
Yes. Every pleasure fades. When we bought our shirt, it was new. After some time, anything that is not internal will fade. Only internal thing does not fade.
Deep.
Yes. So when we are into relationship, we should understand that is why you must not be brainwashed. You must be spiritual. When you are spiritual, you cannot be brainwashed.
Okay.
A lot of people are being brainwashed. My man is doing this. My guy is doing this.
Yeah.
We've seen one or two movies acting that they are my guy. But especially with even this media, social media, fake life.
Exactly.
Yes, someone will tell you, I bought this $2,000.
Yeah.
I bought it. Some of them are just a camouflage.
Yes.
It's not true.
Yeah.
Okay. So you see, that is why even our celebrities are leaving their home.
Exactly.
Because they believe that if I was a young girl, I could have been able to catch 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes.
Exactly.
So for that reason, let me leave my home. That is the cause of why celebrities are breaking their home. They should forget about it. That's the truth. We are all into the media. That is one of the major problems because she believes that once I'm married, it's like I'm tied.
Yes. Like you are being caged.
Yes.
You are being caged.
Yes.
You cannot just do what things that you
Exactly.
were supposed not to do.
Yes. So divorce will come in. Because you believe that if I'm not married, I can go to this place.
Yeah.
I can travel to Dubai.
Yeah.
I can travel to
No one is going to
no one
ask
is going to stop you.
where are you?
Who calls here? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is why. That is why I use the word greed. And sometimes the men they marry to, the men they are able to take care of them.
Yeah.
But you realize that because of greed, that's why I use the word greed. Insatiable ones. Then they want to leave the marriage. And when they leave the marriage, they don't continue again.
And when they leave the marriage, they don't continue again because of greed.
Yes.
Counselor, can or say, any bread, ain't a marry a jai won't fee, sans so fee say, wait, dear, we cry yama, we cry yama. Social media life, no so, say a bravo to be a catcher or said, you creating Jainako, Ukoye, ya, nephew. At the end of the day, we realize not a fake life. Mawanin so near Osaka say, a room may be a warrior if he say a chichi, and I say intimate try who be a enti additional bro so no hey me de me ho say and me ma be man share me so na fi wojai so me bisa wo say wo fee say how is your marriage life going? Are you planning to divorce? And I say whatever we are learning from what Counselor Andy is saying, you have learned a lot that in everything in your marriage you need patience. Is patience necessary?
Very important. Patience is a law, first law in marriage.
Aborted?
Yes.
Do you know the tree name is aborted?
I've heard it, but I didn't really know it was aborted. But once you're saying it now, we are learning. Because learning is important.
So how will you speak it in your language?
Do I really know how to speak my language? No, not really. I think the English is what I feel.
So the patience is number one.
Very important because in patience you will see error.
Okay.
In patience you will correct errors. In patience you can be happy.
Wow.
Yes. Because you will correct it. And you see the purpose of this program is to correct, to amend, to diffuse every negative energy in marriage. Yes. So we are bringing the home alive again.
Indeed, you are bringing home alive. Thank you so much. Any advice to the youth, not only to the youth, but to the married couple who are in relationship, who are already married, who are preparing to be married? Any advice?
Well, first of all, I will tell them before you accuse or blame your partner, check your background. Did your mother's own work? Did your father's own work? Is your background working? Now, after checking the background, then check yourself. After checking yourself, then now check if the error is coming from the man. But in all, most often we'll tell you when you have such issues, we ask you questions. Why are you divorcing? Based on that, we can give you remedies to how to settle it.
Wow, your social media handles should in case someone wants to reach you.
Yes, Impact Ministries on Facebook account and on TikTok, Relationship Clinic. Relationship Clinic is K. The clinic is K. Yeah, and with our numbers, you see them scrolling. You can call us and then we'll ask you questions. But I will advise you, divorce is not a good option. It's not a good option. So if you're having that mind, I believe what you need to do is to really seek a good counsel so that you don't jump out and begin to regret. There are a lot of people who jumped out and they are regretting. Yes. They started saying, I wish, had I know, it's always at last.
I wish
so please, divorce is not an option. If you believe you are having issues, contact us and we'll guide you. And sometimes the problem could just be something of a very minute issue and we'll just settle it for you and you enjoy your marriage. Indeed, marriage is sweet and I want you to enjoy your marriage.
Indeed, marriage is sweet. Counselor, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. We've really learned a lot. And then, if someone is trying or planning to get divorced, I think they have repented.
You have to pause for now.
You have to pause for now. Meaning something can come out.
Yes, the error could be corrected.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
A stone you see will not blind you. But a stone you don't see will blind you. Now we have opened your eyes. So when the stone is coming, you can avoid that stone. So contact us and we'll tell you how to avoid the stone and enjoy a very blissful marriage.
Thank you so much, Counselor. You can avoid the stone which is coming or the storm which is coming. And then a day home alive. Jumedi it is make I will say Jumakubi Adaroma and it is simple to say for home alive Jumedi and bro such spiritual heaven center when I saw yasne and you wanna account was for life one and your sponsors that we could we really appreciate your offer. That's papa. Mirafui, that's sene your best I share about remove with Counselor Andy. When you meet Counselor Andy, indeed your home will be revived. My name is Adriana Deshia. Nana Abna Henewa. This is Osage Fruit TV, ready and family. See you same time next week.
ɛsɛ yadi nyina meds na ho ɛma yareɛ emu nkamo mfa wo so ɛnu ti na Osajifo Herbal and Spiritual Center ɛwɔ hɔ no ma wo na Osajifo ɛdi no bina ɛne hama na di ni dwumadi nyina wo gu nsa de twakonko toto ho ɛde fra wachi sɛ yɛn honam ani yareɛ ana sunsun mu yareɛ mpo a wodi ɔhaw bia tutu anamɔ ne fa bra na Osajifo so yɛyɛ na Osajifo di ni dwumadi ɛwɔ enkamanta mu ama saman ensakina wɔtena se ɛda benada ɛne yawada anopa nonso ɛde kosi ɛwia no mienu na ne kwesi ada so no wɔtena se fiti anopa nonso ɛde kɔpem ɛwia no miensa usuna na homa no ɛfa kɔ 0242 863 256 ana 0273 826 033 na Osajifo Herbal and Spiritual Center na uha onyina etu obecha
Kama